Hi guys, and welcome to Chalice Collectibles. As mentioned on Instagram, I'm starting a YouTube page this year. Something I've wanted to do in a while. Not really, hadn't really had like the right angle to go on, the right passionate thing that I could do regularly and like really dive into it a bit. But you know, I really enjoyed Instagram. I'm still going to use it. And now let's venture into YouTube. So today in the first video, please like and subscribe if you can. You know, I'm only starting off. You can expect some purchases, some unboxes, some CGC sends off, some CGC returns. Some of the stuff I'll be returning for myself, my own personal collection. Some of the stuff I'm getting graded to sell. In the next couple of days, I'm sending off 3 comics, 1, 2, 3, to be graded. They're going to be cleaned and pressed, and then they're going to go off and graded. One of them was a big holy grail for me, which I planned to buy in 2021, which is Amazing Spider-Man 300, first appearance of Venom. This was one that I'd like headed into the year, under the new year. I was like, right, this is the year I get it. This is what I'm going to get. And then an opportunity came up that was too good to pass up just before Christmas. So yeah, I was just like, right, okay, I'm going to get this now in advance of my Christmas money, which I did. So that brings me on to my first video, and it's going to be just sort of detailing the comics that I want to buy in 2021. Whether I get all of these this year, it depends a lot on availability, prices, etc., and what else comes up that I might grab. But you know, this is like my goals list. So I think is that 8 comics off the top of my head? Yeah, so my goal this year really is orientating around Spider-Man, Venom specifically, and Captain America. So from the Venom side of things, I've got Amazing Spider-Man 300, which is about to go off to be graded. I've got Lethal Protector, first Venom solo story, currently with CBCS, which is her signature. That is currently being graded. I also have first appearance of Carnage, Amazing Spider-Man 361, which is already graded. I bought slabbed a couple of months ago. And I have got, for Christmas, I got Secret Wars 4, which is the origin of the Venom symbiote costume. So, building on from that, I want to get Amazing Spider-Man 252, which you can see below, just a quick cover. So that's cover is a homage to Spider-Man's first appearance in Amazing Fantasy, obviously with the black suit. It's the first appearance of the black suit, which goes on to become Venom. It's tied with a Marvel team-up, which I might possibly get. I'm undecided on that. I probably will get it at some point, but it's not specifically going into this list, so to speak. So yeah, so that's a big one for me. 252. Another Spider-Man is Spider-Man 316, which is the first cover appearance of Venom. Again, you can see it below. I love this comic. I love this cover. I love Venom. So, you know, the first Venom on the cover is big. As much as I love Amazing Spider-Man 300 and love the cover, the fact that it is the first Venom without actually Venom on the cover, and it takes 16 comics for him to get his first full cover appearance is surprising, to be honest. It is a great cover. You know, if I've got that, I've got the Secret Wars, and I've got 252, and I've got 300, that's going to look really, really good together with the Lethal Protector as well. I've got a few variant editions that are probably going to go into that and sort of have like a Venom eventually. As you can see at the moment, it's not really comic orientated. This is the spare bedroom. Probably not going to have a sort of man cave, so to speak, until we move, whenever that will be, into a bigger house. But yeah, so, you know, I kind of have envisioned where I have a place where I can work, I have a place where I can play on the Xbox, I have a place where I can display all my comics and have a Venom sort of area there. So yeah, so they're so is that 2? Yeah, so that's 2 that I want to get. How many did it say there was? Was it say there was 8? I can't remember off the top of my head. I do have these written down somewhere. Anyway, so the next one, moving on to Captain America. One of the other comics I have currently being graded is Tales of Suspense 98, which is from 1968, I want to say off the top of my head. Captain America versus Black Panther, really, really cool cover. So that's going to be my first Captain America graded comic. So to go alongside that, I'm looking for a Captain America 100, which is the first Captain America solo titled story since the Golden Age, like the 1940s, 1950s, when he was brought back to Marvel continuity. So again, that's a really cool cover. That's, brings, as much as I would love a Captain America #1, not going to happen. Thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. So Captain America 100. Alongside that, Captain America 117, which is the first appearance of Falcon. Falcon, really cool character that really likes. Going to get hot though, that's the thing. It's going to get more. Price is probably going to spike in a couple of months when Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out in March. So yeah, that one's going to get expensive. Falcon's a character I really, really like. I'm really excited to see where he goes in the MCU. He went on to become Captain America in the comics. Suggest probably going to do the same in the MCU, which is really cool. So yeah, those two sort of tied together. And then the big one for me, which we'll see more on this in the future video because I do have a bit of an idea for it, is I do want a Captain America Golden Age comics. The covers are just amazing. Going back to the 1940s, you're coming on to what they're like 80 years old. Just like the language, like commie busting Captain America takes down a communist, and it's just really, really cool. Golden Age comics are expensive, which is why I've got a bit of an idea what I'm going to do with it. But yeah, that's a big goal. Whether that happens this year remains to be seen. But the four big ones for me are Captain America 100, Captain America 117, Amazing Spider-Man 252, Amazing Spider-Man 316. So they're the four big comics that I want to get this year. There is a couple more that I've got my eye on, but more so in the future. Among them is New Mutants 98, which is the first appearance of Deadpool. Obviously a really hot comic. It's pretty expensive considering it's quite it's fairly recent in terms of comic continuity. I think with that one I will probably buy it graded already, only because the prices for it, with modern comics there's a big drop when you get lower down the spectrum. The value's worth far less. With some of the older comics it doesn't matter too much. If you've got a really, really old Fantastic Four and it's a 1 or a 2 graded, it's still worth a fair bob because it's the age and whatnot. So yeah, we'll see with that. But New Mutants 98, Deadpool, again, another awesome character. So yeah, my other big target this year is grading. I've got a lot of comics that I want to be graded, a lot of cool variant covers that I really like. I've got first appearance of Nova, my favourite character. I need that to be graded. I've got the others in Lethal Protector, which I probably will get graded, whether I sell, whether I keep. Not too sure yet, we'll see. So them to be graded. Alongside the first appearance of Nova, I've got first appearance of Sam Alexander, New Nova, want them to be graded. And I've also got from the original Nova run, I did have 1 to 25 every year issue of Volume 1, but I sold a lot of them this year because I decided that what I wanted to do was keep the covers that I like and keep the issues that I like. So I've kept #1, I've kept the Spider-Man appearance, I've kept the appearance of 4, I've kept the appearance of the Avengers, I've kept the last issue, number 25, I've kept Nova Unmasked, which I want to say is issue 20, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So those are ones that I want to get graded. I have a list of like grading, like order of grading what I want to do, and starting off with the old ones. As part of that, I've got Spider-Man 362, second appearance of Carnage with Venom in it as well. I'll probably pick up 363 at one point and have that first Carnage arc done. Got Maximum Carnage, which is Spectacular Spider-Man 1, maybe. Yep, that's to get graded at some point, but that's one of the later ones. I think to start with, I'm going to focus on my first appearances. I've got first appearance. I've got 2 of Jane Foster as 4 in MCU continuity. So I've got the 4 number 1 and I've got 4 number 1 Midtown variant. So once again, I'll probably sell one of those, but we'll see. But yeah, so grading is a big goal. And then I didn't remember the other. Right, so the last big comic that I want, probably pushing towards the back end of next year. So to go alongside New Mutants 98, which is a bit on the fence at the moment, will come down somewhere down the line. But you've got 2 Spider-Man with the 252 and 316, and then Captain America 100 and 117. Probably pick up a few other Captain Americas at some point along the lines, the covers that I like, first appearances and stuff. But the other big one is Avengers 4. Captain America found alive, brought into the Avengers. Big story. Big issue. Big price tag. With that is not going to be high graded. Whether I can buy it raw, we'll see. I would prefer to buy it raw. Like I don't know. I'm not with ones like that, which I'm probably not going to sell. It doesn't matter too much to me on the grade. Like the cover for me is important. But you know, there's just something about getting a raw comic and being able to hold it in your hand and flick through it before we get graded. You know, graded comics aren't for everyone. You know, if you want to read them, you can't if they're slabbed. But for me, for what I want to do with them, I want to display them. You know, for years I've had hundreds and hundreds of comics that are just in a box and they're just away, and like, yeah, okay, I can go grab them and read them, but I haven't. So for me, I'm clearing all that out. Got like bundles listed on eBay. I've sold a lot on eBay this year. Sold a lot in groups. You know, I'm going to continue doing that to trim down my collection until I'm left with stuff I want. Then I'm going to start picking up stuff, maybe to flip. You know, we'll see. But you know, 5 big targets for 2021. Then here's your headline: 5 big targets. Avengers 4, Captain America 100, Captain America 117, Amazing Spider-Man 252, and Amazing Spider-Man 316. They are the 5 big comics I want this year.